Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Annie. I'm a crochet pattern designer and I love sharing pretty much anything crochet related here on my channel. So if that interests you, definitely make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future content from me. But with that being said, we are about to crochet our hearts out this week. We're gonna do so much chatting and we're just gonna have a great time. I can feel it. So make sure you grab your crochet project and let's get into the vlog. Okay, so I have been looking for a really bright light for filming because as you can probably tell, my craft room is pretty dark. I do have this one lamp. I'm pretty sure you can see it in the reflection over here. And this is what I use for filming most of the time because it has this like in-between setting that kind of works. But the reason why I say all of this is because Jenna from Crochet by Jenna recently shared these lights that she got for her own crochet studio. And as soon as she shared these lights, I had a pretty good feeling that they were exactly what I am looking for. So I found the light in her Amazon storefront and I went ahead and ordered it. I actually just ordered it about 4 hours ago and it already came here from Amazon, which is kind of crazy honestly, but I figured we can go ahead and set it up together and see if we can improve our lighting situation in here. I'm honestly really surprised at how small this box is because this is a pretty big light. I'm dumb. The reason why it's small is because it is like these poles that come undone. I'm honestly not sure where this lamp is gonna go, so we're just gonna have to kind of figure it out together. Oh, I just realized this is the top. Or is it not? No, this is the top. Okay, that makes more sense. Basically, I thought that this was the bottom, but this is actually the top. So now that I know that, I am way less confused, but so far so good. Okay, so I got it set up. It's plugged into the wall. That's why it's right here right now. I might move this lamp just depending on how this works, but it's literally just this pole. It has this giant light on top of it. I'm really excited to see if this works. So this is the lighting in my office around 4:30 every day. It gets so dark in here and I'm really curious to see how this works. So let's turn it on really quick. Okay, that blinded me. I didn't even realize I turned it on. Okay, so this is like the orange light. Oh my god. It literally looks like I'm in an oven. Okay, let's put it on the normal setting. Is this the normal setting? I think. Even this is like a huge difference. Like this, like it just gives the room like, I don't know, it just feels like there's another window in here. Okay, I love this thing. It's on right now, so it kind of just gives the room this like feel like there's another window in here or something. And the reason why I love this even more is the fact that there's no glare in my glasses, because if you watch my videos, you might notice sometimes because I have to use lighting when I'm filming, occasionally if it's really dark, I will have the reflection in my glasses and it drives me nuts. And I personally hate watching it too because I find it so distracting. So I feel like this is gonna help a lot with that. Plus I have my other lighting and stuff. I'm just really excited about this. I feel like it's a good thing. Okay, I gotta get my lights on. Here we go. Look at that. The light that I showed you the last time I talked to you, I put it over here next to my bookshelf and I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it's later in the day right now and you know, it's a good amount of light in here. I'm gonna take it. One of the many fun things about living in an apartment is there's just minimal lighting, but you know, it's not bad. I feel like the lighting is decent. Honestly, who really cares? The main thing is you can see my face right now and we have solved our lighting solution for the time being, which is a win in my book. But in other news, I've been filming some content for a brand for the past day or two, so I'm a little behind on my own filming for this vlog, but I'm sure you'll see that soon over on Instagram. I'm pretty excited about it. But with that being said, now there are some things that I need to catch you up on. First being, I made another moth. That's probably no surprise at this point that I made another moth. I'm just making a couple tweaks and getting the pattern all ready to go. Okay, my camera doesn't want to focus, but I'm using some new safety eyes again, and I love how they match him. I'm all about the color matching. Clearly, I'm a big fan of the color matching the eyes. I think it's really fun. But I went ahead and made it in this gray color. And if you like Taylor Swift, listen, it's okay if you don't like Taylor Swift. I'm not going to be offended, but her new album's coming out this Friday. And you know, I feel like this moth accidentally kind of matches the aesthetic of the Tortured Poets department. He's in his little like gray moments, just like Taylor Swift is right now. And so, you know, I'm kind of here for it. It's crazy to think that by the time you're watching this video, the album album will have already been released. It's safe to say that while you're watching this video, I'm probably listening to the new album, so it's safe to say that I'm really excited for it, and this little moth is like a little representation of that, and I just love him. But in other news, something that I just decided actually is that I want to make a corgi. My mom has a corgi and he's adorable, he's the best, but Mother's Day is also coming up, and I figured I could take this opportunity to make her the corgi, because then I get to try the pattern out and I get to have a Mother's Day gift all in one. So this is the pattern right here. It's really popular. I know a lot of people have made this. One of my friends actually just told me it takes quite a while to make, so I'm glad that I'm getting started early this year, because this is not the type of thing that I would want to be rushing through. So I think I'm gonna start on the corgi today, and we're just gonna have to see how long that takes. It might be a project that I don't finish in this video, but you know me, I tend to try to finish everything as soon as possible and stress myself out unnecessarily, so maybe we will see the corgi, I don't know. But these are the colors that I'm thinking. I'm gonna show you really quick. Okay, so I'm sure this will be shocking, but I'm actually going to do corgi colors, this brown and white color, and I think it should be good. This is the color of my mom's corgi, pretty much. So I think it's safe to say this is gonna work. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the eyes yet. I might just do plain black safety eyes. I wanna say that the corgi has brown eyes. I can't really think off the top of my head, but I don't know if the glittery ones would work with this very well. I think that's my plan for now, and I'm just gonna update you on the corgi as we go. But one other thing is I just finally shared the moth pattern over on Instagram today. I let my patrons know about the pattern. I wanna say they knew about it about a week ago, but everyone on Instagram just found out about the moth, and now I'm thinking, because in the comments of last week's video a couple people mentioned that they love the name Matthew, and I heard that and I was like, wow, I can't believe I didn't think of this. This is like pure genius. I love that name so much. I shared the name with Ryan and he was like, you might need to change the name. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put a poll on Instagram, and I'm just gonna let you guys decide, because this is just simply not a decision that I can make on my own right now. Like, I'm just not equipped. So we together are just going to decide, and whatever the results are on that poll, I'll let you know, and we're just gonna roll with it, and that is going to be his name. So I think now all that's left for me to do is just to go work on my corgi, find a fun little show to watch and enjoy myself. And I hope while you're watching this video you have something fun to crochet or some fun pattern ideas, because honestly that's just what it's all about. We all need a little more of that in our life, you know? That is what I'm wishing for you. I am wishing you all the crochet time, all the best patterns and project, and what's the other thing? What's it called when your yarn like is broken in the middle of the skein and it's tied in a knot? And I'm also wishing you no factory knots, you know, like the little knots in your skein when it's like the yarn ends and the new one starts. Yeah, those are the worst. I hope you don't have any of those. Okay, so it's the next day and I put that poll on my story, and honestly, it wasn't very much help. I'm pretty sure it was like an even 50-50 split between Matthew and Monty, but I actually let Zach from Crochet Me Zaddy help me break the tie. He sent me a message and was like, we need to go with Monty. So that's what we're doing. I trust his opinion, and Monty was like my initial thought as well. So we're gonna roll with Monty. If you want to make a moth and have its name be Matthew, I would love to see it. I really would. But with that being said, it has been decided. Monty the Moth is the name, and that reminds me, you should definitely go check out Zach's channel. He has a bunch of really fun vlogs and market prepping and a lot of really good helpful tips on his YouTube channel, and honestly, it's one of my favorites to watch lately. So I'm gonna link it below, but you probably know him. If you know me, you probably know him. He's great. So I also have to update you on that corgi I was working on. I stayed up way too late working on this dang corgi, but I did finish its head, and honestly, this is like the cutest thing, and it looks just like my mom's corgi. So I'm very motivated to keep working on this, and I like how I said yesterday, I was like, it's gonna take me forever, blah blah blah, and here I am. I'm already like halfway done with it almost. So look at this head. We just need to take a moment. Like, this is just so cute. Like, it just looks like a real little dog, and I know my mom's gonna freak out when she sees it. I also started working on the body. So here's his little legs, and then this is gonna be his butt right here. Like, the little heart spot is gonna be this white part. I'm really excited about it. So I'm just enjoying that today. I'm kind of having a chill day today, and I think I might make another moth at some point. I've been wanting to make kind of like a pastel rainbow moth. What are you doing? Come here. There you go. He's just trying to get comfy back here. But yeah, that's my updates for now. I think those are my plans. I've had some people asking about the tester call for Monty. I'm sure by the time this video is out, the tester call will be live, but it's currently being tech edited right now. So we're just waiting for that to be finished up so that everything is nice and ready for the testers. And I'll keep you updated, of course, me and Bush. But in the meantime, we're just gonna be over here crocheting a corgi and just enjoying the day. Look at how cute this boy is. He's so good. Bush is the original healer of hooks and healers. I think that's everything for now. I do have to go get some mail from Premiere because I think I mentioned I'm filming some content for them right now and they sent me some yarn and maybe I can open it up with you and we can see what it looks like. Let's go do that. Let's go do that right now. Okay, I made it back from getting the mail. Let's see what they sent. I think it should be some cotton yarn. Ooh. Okay, look at this. This is what we have. I want to feel it. I haven't tried this yarn yet, but I've heard so many good things. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is soft. Oh my gosh, this is good. And this is the color Fruit Punch. I just feel like this is such a fun one and I just love it. You can't really tell, but there is some like yellow and orange. You can kind of see it in the center of the skein here. I love it. I love it. I'm very excited to work with this. I just can't get over how soft this is. Like, this is very nice. Definitely will keep you updated on what I make with this. Stay tuned. Go follow me over on Instagram if you want to see what I end up making with it at Hooks and Healers. I will be sharing it over there and I'm very excited. All right, so what do you know? I'm back like a day later and I finished the day in corgi, okay? Do you like how I said, I was like, this is gonna take me a long time. I'm not gonna be done with it in this vlog. And here I am, you know, I'm not really surprised. I feel like this is just how I operate. But you know what? I was having so much fun with this. This pattern is just one that I see all the time on Etsy and it is so worth it. There's a reason why it's so popular. I feel like this turned out so cute. And I think I mentioned I'm making this for my mom for Mother's Day. I think she's really gonna love it because it really does look quite a lot like her corgi. And look at the little heart butt. I mean, this to me is just like the best part. And also it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so perfect to hug. But really, I feel like this face is just spot on. Like, this looks like a corgi, you know? This is my problem, is like, I really want to design dog patterns, but it really is so hard to get a crochet pattern to look like a specific dog. So I'll report back if I figure it out, but this pattern does a good job of that. So I'll have it linked in the description if you want to make your own corgi. But I really, really love this and I love how it turned out. But since this was a massive project, I really didn't get that much crocheting in other than this giant corgi. So that's kind of like the main project I guess we've worked on together in this vlog. And then I think I mentioned I'd made the little moth guy, but I already have more moths in the works, which I plan on just carrying over into the next vlog, and I'll show you plenty more of those. You'll probably be sick of them soon because I'm just in my moth era, and hopefully you're okay with that, okay? So I wouldn't be me if I didn't update you on my sock knitting. So I think I've mentioned plenty of times that I'm making my husband Ryan these socks, and I am almost done. I am so close to being done with the second one. I just need to do the toe and that's it, but I don't know what's holding me back. Actually, I do know what's holding me back. This is what it is. One of my friends on Instagram made me realize that I can knit socks with DK yarn, and shocker, it takes like a quarter of the time and it is fabulous and it's just so quick and they turn out so cute. So I did make another sock. I actually finished this morning and I used the Crazy Sock Lady Vanilla Sock DK pattern. I can link it below as well, but it actually turned out really well and this entire thing was so fast to make. Like, it is crazy how much faster it is to do a sock with DK instead of stock weight yarn. I want to say in total it's probably took me like 5 hours. I don't know, maybe even less than that. But look at this yarn. Does it remind you of anything? This yarn is from Sorella's Taylor Swift collection, and this is the colorway Lover. Like, Lover. Yeah, yeah, that Lover. And honestly, spot on if you ask me. Like, this is literally the cover of Lover, and I think it's fun, and I'm excited to make my other sock. Who knows? It might be in the next vlog, it might be next year. We're just gonna have to see what happens. And while we're on the topic of Taylor Swift yarn, there's a reason why I look the way I do right now, and it's because I was actually up until 2:30 in the morning just being an absolute wreck because today is Friday. The Tortured Poets Department came out at midnight today, technically, and I think I mentioned in the beginning of this video, like, I'm excited and my mind is just blown, and I feel like I'm just processing. Right now, today is a day of processing and listening to the Tortured Poets Department. I have so many thoughts. If you have thoughts, we need to have a discussion in the comments because I don't even know what to think. Like, I'm just, the only thing in this brain right now is my boy only breaks his favorite toys and I can do it with a broken heart. There's nothing else happening up here today, and I'm totally okay with that. Needless to say, I'm obsessed, and I mean, do we even need to talk about the fact that there was a surprise double album? If you don't listen to Taylor Swift, you're probably like, what is wrong with you? But I'm honestly speechless. I'm just happy. It is the start of a new era. I simply don't have the words. So if I seem a little disheveled, that is what is happening right now. But with all of that being said, I think that pretty much wraps up this week's vlog. I hope you really enjoyed it. I had fun taking you along for all of the chaos of my Taylor Swift delusions and my crochet corgi and my socks and everything else that happened this week. So thank you so much again. I actually just got done filming a podcast for my Patreon. So if you're interested in joining my Patreon, I'll have a link for it in the description, but we have a lot of fun over there. I just did a whole podcast on all the behind the scenes of my business, my personal life, and answered some questions over on there, and I think it was fun. And pretty soon I'll be sending out the Monty the Moth pattern over there, so it's an all-around good time. And if you would like to join, we would love to have you, so definitely consider that. And if you aren't already, definitely make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any future content from me. And if you enjoyed this video, or if you enjoyed Tortured Poets Department, make sure you give this video a like, and I will see you next Monday. Bye!